Hi, I'm Miles,
And I'm James.
and we are Bad Dreams, and you're watching the AU review.
Cool. Well, we've got a lot to talk about, so let's jump into it. You've had a fucking massive year. Congratulations on everything that's happened. I guess to start with, let's look forward. And you've got BIGSOUND now, and then CMJ just around the corner.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. So basically get through this show and then head back home and start prepping for, we've got a little tour beforehand, doing our own one, playing pretty much, where are we going? We're going to Sydney and Melbourne.
Single tour, yeah.
And then straight off from there to LA.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see how we're received in America, because we're sort of perceived and as having like quite an Australian sound, so hopefully they like it over there. I know like Courtney Barnett and stuff's doing well over there, so
Yeah, they can understand the Australian drawl.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, look, you listen to Courtney, and there is that Australian tendency to it, but you can also hear the influences from America and from the international sound.
And we have
Yeah,
that as
yeah.
well. Like there's heaps of American bands that have quite a big influence on us, like the Replacements and things like that as well. Which is,
Yeah.
hopefully that'll be heard.
And
by
because
them.
of like Ivan Milat and like Wolf Creek and stuff, I just think we're a little bit weird. So
So that helps.
That helps.
Like CMJ, you were in the top 20 of CMJ. You had one of your singles at the end of last year, from memory, about this time last year.
the college music charts. It was debuted at number 19 for that month for the additions to the radio station. So that was pretty surprising.
It's good that it's going around the colleges and a whole bunch of people over there. So many bloody people that get people listening to it.
The college scene thing there is so cool, so exciting stuff. We don't really have that sort of thing in Australia, where like the college scene is like such a huge population that it has its own music industry in itself. Like,
And we miss that in Adelaide because we have some of the community radios, but we don't really have the stations like Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane.
Yeah.
We miss out on it a bit.
yeah.
Well, somehow everyone's heard your music now. You've made it out of Adelaide all the same. And how have the tours been going outside of you've been supporting bands, you've been playing your own shows, and like you said, you got the single shows coming up.
Yeah. Well, I always wonder whether anyone will come when we play interstate. But the last single tour we did for Dumb Ideas went really well. Like it was predominantly sold out, and they were smaller venues, but people getting into it. We had the people crowd surfing then in Sydney and stuff. So it was sort of nice to think that you're getting noticed and people actually know who you are interstate, because you just always assume that it's only Adelaide, and even then it's a stretch to get people to come to your gigs.
It's good to see people starting to know the words and stuff, and actually starting to get with the songs and get on board.
It's strange when you see people that know the lyrics. It's oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And one of the big changes this year too was starting Ivy League Records, and what's kind of happened for you since then that maybe may have not happened otherwise. You're obviously headlining the Mushroom Party last night.
Yeah.
Just getting an awesome support network behind you. You have those people who just have so much more knowledge than we do, and they can kind of give us all these ideas, and they don't push a direction or an agenda on us. They just kind of support what we want to do.
It's been such a breeze. They're actually Andy Kelly and the people that we've met and networked with, I guess from Ivy League, are quite like-minded and get on really well, and we're into the same things, and it's just I personally sort of dreaded that when we signed to a label, it would be largely orchestrated by them, and we'd just be sort of following along in tow, but it's totally not like that as well. They just trust you to do your own thing, and then they're just there for support and advice, and obviously the opportunities that come with the Mushroom umbrella has been awesome. And
that's the big thing, I think, when we signed with them as well, that we could go there and chat footy with a couple of the guys from the thing, and they kind of seem they're straight away on our level, which is what you want. You want people who are just like you and will understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. They're just into the same stuff, and they're just they don't think I'm weird at all. They're just as well. So
we can send them some weird demos if they don't laugh.
Yeah. No, it's been great.
So after you guys get back from the States, what's next then? Will there be recording more music, or is there already stuff ready to go that we're going to be hearing?
We're straight into recording more or less.
So we've got a whole bunch of demos. We just demoed the crap out of everything that we had, and now we've just got to kind of start piecing in. We've set some sessions with Mark Opitz, who we did the last two songs with, and try and put together an album.
Colin Wynn, which is awesome. They're the best guys ever, and it's sort of exciting to go there, because you just live in the house that they've got in Brunswick.
Yeah.
And you just live there, and you eat and sleep there, and all the while you're recording and stuff. So it's everyone's a big happy family, and it's good.
You must be going into that too with a bit more confidence now that you can get it done and that you're going to something's going to come out of it as well.
Yeah, you think so.
But you can't guarantee, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, it's just the hard thing, I think, with everything. When it's your first album, you want it to be so perfect.
Yeah, of course.
You're kind of looking through things, and musicians are pains in the ass. You end up hating them. You hate songs so quickly, but it might still be a good song, but you change around. Yeah. The new song's always your favourite, and
you sort of because you sort of sometimes cringe at like earlier recordings, and then you're just like, gosh, I hope that doesn't happen with the album. But I'm pretty confident that it'll be alright.
Yeah.
So we've got a great end of the year ahead for you, and you're looking forward to New York City, I imagine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, New York City and LA as well, playing a festival in LA, Cultures Collide. So that'll be pretty exciting.
Are you doing the San Francisco leg as well, or just LA?
No, we nearly did. Like they asked us to do that, but we just couldn't organise it in time.
Because we already had the other tour set up before. It was just going to kind of cross over and clash a bit, but
yeah.
It'd be good. Ali and Ben will be their first time in America, so it'll be nuts for them.
Yeah. We're still slaving away in our day jobs, so
we're going to try and take the time off as we can work around it.
I'm probably going to get fired soon, but
It'll be worth it though.
Yeah. Let's hope so.
Well guys, best of luck. Come and hear what comes next, and thanks for joining us.
Awesome.
Cool, thanks Larry.